Welcome back to the continuing episode of my first farming simulator playthrough. I've got some canola I need to get harvested, some silage bales to load and sell soon, I've managed to get some sheep that need to reproduce, and I need to get some more grass or hay to feed them. All that, and probably a lot I haven't even thought of, is coming up in this episode. So I've got a lot of things to do during this month, but for sure I need to get this canola harvested. So I'll get right on that task with my harvester. I actually do own this harvester and the grain header that goes with it, and even though they're both pretty small, it's enough to get the job done on these couple fields. And realistically, it's probably what I'm going to have to use for a while, because I'm definitely in need of some other equipment first. Now, the price of canola isn't that good right now, and it won't peak until November. So I'm going to go ahead and get this field harvested and take the grain down to the train silo and let them just hold it till later. The price seems usually best at Marizone anyway, which is where the train goes. So I'll rent the train and sell them later. Okay, with that done, I believe the next task is to try to clear this field of these silage bales. The grass is growing. In fact, it's ready to mow again, but I can't really deal with it very well with these silage bales laying around. So now that I've harvested my canola and used my trailer to deliver my canola, I can convert it back to a bale trailer and get these bales cleared. Just to keep things secure as I go, I'm going to use these tension belts to strap down what I've already loaded as I add more to this trailer. I think that'll be good just to keep me from accidentally knocking off a bunch of bales. So it looks like I'll be able to get 18 bales on this trailer, which is really good. And as I said before, I'm very happy with this trailer purchase. This should serve me well for a very long time. And oddly enough, I do enjoy the tedium of stabbing up the bales and getting them tightly packed onto the trailer. And I think I'm getting a lot better with the front loader. It's not taking me forever just to move a couple items. But there's definitely some tricks about how to use this thing. Now, what would be great is if I could get this last bale on the front of the trailer. It really looks like I could get 2 more bales on for a total of 20 on here. Okay, fantastic, that works. So now on to the next job. We really need to get this field in shape for planting, so it's time to get cultivating. Now, even though I do want to vary up my crops, I don't want to just keep planting the same thing over and over again. I would rather use the equipment I have rather than lease an expensive planter. So I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to use my weeder to plant the oilseed radish and cultivate that in to get an application of fertilizer, then go back over it again with the weeder to plant the canola. I will need a second fertilizer application, but I'll just use my sprayer for that. It will cost me some cash, but it's a lot faster. Now, here I think I need a little header row because I did put my greenhouse and chicken pen fairly close to the road, but one pass should leave me plenty of room to turn around and get the job finished. Okay, so that part's finished. Now, let's get on to the weeding and planting of the oilseed radish. I do want to create a little yard somewhere, with a barn or shed to store my equipment, because now I just have it spread around all over the place, and I don't really like that. I'm even using this man's property across the street while he's away on vacation to park a couple things. But I'll get all that squared away once I have better income flow. I do need some more seed for the weeder, so we'll run up to the store and buy another bag. While I'm here, I'll repair the tractor too. It is used and has a fair number of hours on it, so it does need frequent repairs. but it's been a good tractor, and I got it used for a good price. We will be getting another one, a new one, but it needs to also be a significant upgrade, so that'll have to wait till we get more money. Alright, now with the seed bought, let's get back and start the weeding and planting. This should go fairly quickly, because we do have a decent working width on this weeder. Well, we do have to remember to turn on the weeder to also plant the radish seed. Okay, with that sorted, let's get this field weeded and planted with the oilseed radish. Alright, both fields are done. Those radishes will be nice and ready to cultivate back in tomorrow, which is really just a day-night cycle in the game. And we'll park this weeder over on the neighbor's property, who's still on vacation, so I'm sure he won't mind. Oh, and wow, look at that. 0% seed in the weeder, with only 2 liters left in the hopper. We had just enough to finish. I should probably take care of the chickens though, and give them some more feed. So we'll get our front loader put back on with the bucket and take care of business. Okay, the chickens are fed, but now comes a big decision. I need to do something with my grass field. I could roll it, it needs rolling, which would add back the second application of fertilizer it needs, but if I do that, I'll reset this grass back to the stage 0 growth, and I'll have to wait 2 more months to harvest it again, which seems like a waste. But it's ready now. We could just mow it and start collecting the grass. We could also just use the sprayer to give that second application, which should boost the yield, and I believe we'll still be able to harvest the grass today to get the full benefit of the fertilizer. It'll cost us some money, but I think that's what we'll do. We'll fertilize it, then start mowing and collecting. I think the money we'll get from the extra grass yield should be more than enough to cover the fertilizer. So yeah, that's what we'll do. The field's all fertilized, and it's looking pretty good. 95% yield bonus. That's nice. So it does seem as though I'll get the benefit of the 100% fertilization right away. No waiting. That's perfect. The map is even showing the whole field is fertilized. So let's first move this weight to the back, go grab our mower, and get going. I am going to mow this edge grass all the way around the field, plus the other fields. It's not high quality grass with a big yield, but before with the silage bales, I think I got a good 4 extra bales from these edges, so it's definitely worth getting. And we are going to have to rent another baler this time. So while it's rented, we might as well get our money's worth out of it. Okay, so that's the entire main grass field and all the edges around our properties. While I was mowing, I was thinking about which baler to rent. And I think this time I'm going to rent a slightly more expensive baler. This last baler would make silage bales out of any grass I collected, whether they were 120 or 150 centimeters. Now, if it wasn't pure grass and it was hay, they would have made regular hay bales. but I'm not renting a tedder to spread out the grass from my swaths to make hay, and then rent a windrower to put it back into swaths. I'm wanting some grass or hay out of this harvest stockpile for some food for the sheep, but I think a better way to go with this is a larger baler. If I set the bale size to 180, it should just put out pure grass bales. I'm not seeing the little silage icon on the 180 size bales. Then, when I have enough for a little stockpile for the sheep, I can change it back over to 150 and let it start making the silage bales. That'll save me a lot of time going over the field a couple more times and the rent of those other pieces of equipment. Just look at the size of this baler. It's bigger than the actual tractor. I think the tractor can pull it. It pulled the other one, and this one only requires 10 more horsepower. But let's get started and see how it goes. Alright, so the 180 centimeter bales worked out just like I thought it would. That produced a very nice large grass bale. And quite by accident, I produced a small 125 centimeter bale. So the baler will produce wrapped or unwrapped bales if I select the different sizes. So we need to get that baled up into a mixture of grass and silage bales. Try to put these new bales into the sheep storage shed. Sell the silage we dumped on the ground. Get this field rolled, and a lot more in the next episode. See you next time.